What's going on, Shady people? ShadyPenguinn welcoming you back for another episode of Road to Rank. Now, it's been a long time since our last season of Road to Rank, probably like 3 weeks. But before we get started with the introduction of this season, I need to clarify something because I'm getting so many comments about it. In yesterday's episode of Shady VGC, and the reason why I'm addressing it here is because I've already recorded the second episode, the Gardevoir traced Levitate, and I'm getting literally hundreds of comments about, Shady, why did you switch out when you were fearing an earthquake? When Gardevoir Mega Evolves, no matter what ability it traced, it loses that ability and gains Pixelate. So because I Mega Evolved my Gardevoir way before I was even talking about fearing an earthquake, a couple turns before, I wasn't levitating anymore. There was no levitation happening. Levitating was gone because I had Pixelate. So if you were one of those people that did actually think that I still had Levitate, there's a comment down below in this video that says, I thought Gardevoir still had Levitate. Please go ahead and thumbs up that comment because I want to make sure that the viewer interaction is still happening, that I want you guys to know that I'm listening to your comments, I'm reading them, and I'm responding to them. And this is like the biggest way to respond to one in a video. But let's forget about that for now. I just wanted to address that because I think and there were people that knew that I was right in not having Levitate anymore. So for those of you guys, I thank you. For everyone else, it's no big deal. We all make mistakes. But I just wanted to let you guys know that I really want this channel to grow as a community, especially in regards to things like that and learning when we make mistakes in Pokemon. And for those of you guys that thought I was making a mistake, I wasn't, and you were making a mistake, so let's learn together. Woo! Today we're going in Road to Ranked, and this season's theme is win. So we usually have some sort of theme. Road to Ranked is a series where we jump on Battle Spot and play singles. I know we've been doing Shady VGC, which is doubles, but we play singles on Battle Spot, and I use your set suggestions. Now, if you want to see your set used in this season, you have to use the hashtag RTR. Along with your comment with a full set suggestion of a Pokemon, their moveset, their EV spread, their ability, and everything. For this season, I know normally I take some really cheeky suggestions and some really like just funny, quirky stuff. Please go ahead and remember that we're trying to win. So if you suggest something that is just like funny, which as much as I appreciate it, it's probably not going to get chosen no matter how many thumbs up it has because you suggested like Porygon holding air balloon. It's just, I want to win this season, and as you guys know, our seasons are 5 weeks. So for this week, we will not be using any user suggestions because I need the comments for the win season. So leave them down below, and starting next week, I will go ahead and feature 3 comments. I will take 3 Pokemon from the comment section down below, and then I will build 3 other Pokemon to kind of complement those Pokemon that you suggest. So today we're using Mega Gardevoir, Ambipom, Mamoswine, Mega Salamence, Terrakion, and Rotom. So a couple of standardish stuff. I really love Terrakion. I've been using the VGC and I absolutely love him. We're gonna get him started. And if you guys don't know, in Road to Rank, we do 3 battles a day. And this is usually a 4 episodes a week series. Just so you guys know, because I know there's a lot of you guys here that have come in the past 2 weeks that do not know about this. So now you know that this is a thing that we do here on the channel. 5 weeks, take a break for a little while, come back with more Road to Rank. So my opponent is bringing Shuckle, Rotom, Garchomp, Metagross, Arcanine, and Greninja. So some pretty standard stuff, despite the Shuckle. So we can see that my opponent has a pretty substantial weakness to, I was going to say ground, but really he doesn't. It's just Arcanine and Metagross that are weak to ground. What do you have a substantial weakness to? I mean, Greninja's not weak to anything in my book because he just changes his type. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go with a pretty safe lead. You know, it looks like I want to do special attackers because he does have an Intimidator. That Metagross is a huge problem though for my Gardevoir. Definitely a big problem. I do have the knockoff. My Ambipom is a really cute set. It's Fake Out, Seed Bomb, Double Hit, and Knockoff. So I'm going to go ahead and open up with my Ambipom. No U-turn on there, sadly. I know, it's a shame. It's a darn shame. And I'm going to bring my Gardevoir. And then I got to bring something for that Salamence, which is pretty much Mamoswine, I guess. I don't think Terrakion really wants to deal with it. Not really. I mean, it has a Focus Sash, so that's nice. That's nice. Yeah, we're gonna go Mamo. We're gonna go Mamo. Ambipom, Gardevoir, Mamo for our first battle, and we'll see what happens with this. And we're gonna keep track of this entire season of our wins and losses because we are going for the win. So it's not just gonna be by week. So we're starting out the season with 0 wins, 0 losses. Let's see where we stand after today's episode. So Jiggity Boogity Boogity is issuing a challenge. I open up my Ambipom. That was, that's literally what the name is. I'm really reading that language, whatever it is. Opens with a Shuckle. Now, Shuckle is a cheeky little guy. I kind of almost feel like there's no point in going for the fake out, but I'm going to go for it anyway, just to scout what item, if he has leftovers, we'll be able to see it at this point, which is always nice. Let's see. It's not very effective, and he flinches. No leftovers. So I'm wondering what it is. I'm going to knock it off. I'm just going to straight up knock it off because I don't want to know what it is. He might be the Rest Lum set, so we're going to get rid of that right away. There's the, I'm sorry, Resto Chesto. He is Resto Chesto. He's going to go ahead and Toxic me. First battle of the new season. We're going up against a stalling Shuckle. Why? Why? Had I brought my Salamence, I could have just set up all over this thing. Could have literally destroyed his entire life. Well, Seed Bomb is neutral. So I'm gonna go with a Seed Bomb. I'm not gonna switch out just yet. I kind of want to bring down his health a little bit more to see what he wants to do. Seed Bomb is neutral. Wow, that does absolutely nothing, and he's gonna Shell Smash. He's gonna Shell Smash, which is going to increase his defenses. All right. All right. I'm gonna go out into my Gardevoir. I'm just gonna, you know what? I'm just gonna hit this on the special side. This is a little frustrating for episode 1, especially because my Gardevoir is my telepathy Gardevoir. Okay, it's okay. It's okay. He's contrary. I mean, it's fine. He's weak to steel, which we have none of. He's weak to rock, which we have some of, but we don't have it on our Gardevoir. So that's rather unfortunate. I basically have to try to get a crit. I feel like Hyper Voice is still our best bet. I'm still going to go Hyper Voice. Hyper Voice, Stab. Stab, Hyper Voice is going to do the most damage out of all of our moves, even possibly more than Rock Slide. And essentially, we're going to need the anthem of our channel, a crit to come through. Oh my gosh, it's a crit! It's a crit! I was just saying, the only way we're breaking through that is with a crit. Of course, the Metagross is going to come out, rather obvious. I think it's so obvious. That he's not... Oh my gosh, I can't believe that just happened. I could either let my Ambipom die and then bring up my Mamoswine. You know, this thing is going to be a problem. I'm just going to go for the Shadow Ball. I'm going to straight up go for the Shadow Ball. It's super effective. Maybe he'll overpredict. Maybe he'll want to set up. This guy's obviously a setup guy with a Shuckle. Contrary. I can't believe we got that turn. That right when I'm talking about it. If you guys don't see that shirt behind me, it's right over there. It's a crit. Shadow Ball is going to do, it's going to be a 2-hit KO. We're going to see my opponent goes for it. Does go for the Meteor Mash. It connects, and that's going to be a dead Gardevoir. Definitely unfortunate. Kind of wishing I brought my Terrakion here because it does have the Focus Sash, and I don't know if my Mamoswine wants to live a Bullet Punch. I don't know. But in case it does, we're going to go out into that Mamoswine, and we are going to go for the EQ. I'm still not over that crit. I'm still not. Oh, I missed Rotorect. I missed this so much. It's so different just playing singles. And don't worry, guys. I know a lot of you guys have been asking where the Wi-Fi battles are. The Wi-Fi battles are coming. Regular 6v6s. They are coming this week as well. Everything's rolling, refreshing this week. Oh. Why did I think I would outspeed you? Why did I think that? Why did I think I would I'm so used to running a Choice Scarf Mamoswine. I should have just got on into Ambipom. I don't know if Ambipom can even take a Bullet Punch, but I guarantee you that switch just lost me the game. If I take this Bullet Punch, I can take this Bullet Punch. That just lost me the game, 100%. Because Knockoff will kill. That was really bad. That was really bad. And I guarantee you his last Pokemon is perfectly countered. Perfectly countered. I just disregarded that crit that I got and just threw the game away like a chump. Like a chump who hasn't played singles in forever. Okay, so maybe Mamoswine wouldn't have been able to take this thing out. But it's the principle. Now, if this, you know, I'm gonna go for a Dull Hit. No, never mind. All right, so I don't know if Mamoswine can live like a Scald or a Hydro Pump from a Greninja. I really couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you. But that was still terrible on my part to go into that Mamoswine. It's Life Orb too. So we probably couldn't have lived. Regardless, terrible play. We're starting off this road to ranked with a loss. I'm not happy about it, especially when I was given the crit from the gods. I was given the crit to walk. It's all right. It's all right. Let's just go. Let's just go. Let's forget about it. Put it in the past. We're 0-1. Let's continue on. This is why I need your suggestions, guys. This is exactly why I need your suggestions, because I can't do this without you guys. I can't do this. Look at this. I'm just going to keep losing. I'm going to lose over and over again. No, today we will not open up. And we've done it before. We've opened up seasons of Road to Ranked with 0-3 and then gone spectacular for the rest of the week. But I don't want to do that today. But by me mentioning it, I think I just messed up big time. I think I just messed up. Greninja, Aegislash, Garchomp, Togekiss. Okay, so Mamoswine is 100% coming to this match. 100% coming to this match. No doubt about it. Salamence also looks beautiful in this matchup. Looks absolutely beautiful. I'm going to go you know what? This is going to be bizarre. But I am going to open up Terrakion. I'm going to go Mamoswine, and I'm going to bring Salamence. Now, some of you guys are saying, Shady, why are you opening up Terrakion? Now, this is actually my VGC Terrakion with Protect, and the biggest reason I have Protect on it is just so I can scout. And I mean, in VGC, it has Protect because Protect is the #1 move in VGC. But for singles on Battle Spot, it's really not bad because you can scout a few different things. You can get rid of fake outs. You can scout what a Scarf Togekiss is going to lock themselves into. There's just options. There's options. I don't want to get. It's unfortunate because he does have Impossible Manectric with Intimidate. I love Mega Manectric. I might bring Mega Manectric soon because I love Mega Manectric so much. I don't know how good it is in this format right now, but I love it. I do love it. And maybe I'll bring Mega Kangaskhan. I don't really know. I don't think I will, but I might. You never really know. It all depends on your suggestions and what I have to build around. And of course, when you do use suggestions, if you've watched past episodes of Road to Ranked, the whole prior season is up there. I show your comments on the screen as I go over whatever set you suggested. So keep that in mind when you use the hashtag R2R down below. My opponent has only 35 seconds left. I didn't bring water. I usually have a large glass of water. Instead, I just have this empty mug, Hershey's chocolate. It had coffee in it. Now it doesn't. So I have no liquids to drink. And I'm not a happy penguin when I don't have liquids to drink. So I really would like to walk away with 2 wins today. It would be nice. It would be nice. I also noticed that yesterday, and unfortunately, the next episode of VGC, well, not necessarily, but yesterday's footage was really jumpy. And I don't know why. I really don't know why, unless it's just my computer when I'm viewing it on YouTube, but the footage looks really jumpy. So I made a couple of changes in the recording programs, and hopefully that fixed it, because I run into nothing but issues with recording. It's absurd. It's really ridiculous. I open up my Terrakion. He's beautiful, beautiful 4-legged fiend. And my opponent opens with Aegislash. Now this is interesting. I'm not going to Protect. I also don't want to EQ and activate a... This stinks. This stinks a lot. Because EQ is not going to kill. You know, I'm going to go for a Rock Slide and just kind of get a little bit of damage off, scout to see if it's leftovers or weakness policy. I don't want to go ahead and go for an EQ and just activate weakness policy and then get bopped by like anything. Shadow Ball, Shadow Sneak, or Sacred Sword, Shadow Sneak. Any combination. Any combination of Shadow Sneak is going to take my Terrakion out. So I'm just going to go for the Rock Slide. Kind of fishing for a flinch, but really I want to scout that item. I really want to scout that item to see if it's leftovers. If it's leftovers, I'm much happier. That does very little damage. Stance change, no flinch. Get a flash cannon off. That is a dead Terrakion, or should I say a Sass Terrakion. Perhaps I should have just gone for the EQ. But what I'm going to do is I am going to switch out into Mence. Get an Intimidate off, kind of preserve this Terrakion, because honestly, as long as my opponent doesn't have any other priority on his team, this thing could still hit really hard, even at 1 HP. It could still hit hard. So I'm kind of hoping that we see the Shadow Sneak, which we do. It's still going to hurt even at -1. Of course, it's still going to hurt. It's going to do a decent amount of damage. And this is a good time, though, because I can go for a D-Dance here. I can go for a D-Dance predicting a King's Shield. I'm pretty sure he has the King's Shield. I would be shocked if he doesn't. And I've never used Mega Mence before. I don't think I've ever used Mega Mence before. So this is exciting for me to get to use Mega Mence. I'm excited. I'm glad that I get to see exactly what this thing wants to do. I'm really Really excited. I'm going to D-Dance. I'm hoping the Aegislash goes for the King Shield. That would be too perfect because honestly, +1 EQ will kill. Even in defense mode, it should kill. I would be shocked if in Shield 4, I would be shocked if EQ doesn't kill, but I'm gonna learn Trial by Fire. I don't have damage calcs up. I'm not gonna run them. I just wanna play, and I just wanna learn in that fashion. Unfortunately, though, my opponent doesn't want a King Shield because of how obvious the D-Dance is. I should have known that, but I haven't used Ments yet. Oh my gosh, I am so out of touch. I am so out of touch. Fortunately, though, a Shadow Sneak will not kill from that range, so I am free to go for the EQ. Go for the Shadow Sneak. That's okay. It's not going to kill from this range. We already know how much damage it's going to do. It's going to do nothing, and EQ is going to take him out. Now, of course, EQ would have been fantastic to go for in the last turn. I'd have like almost a full HP Ments on the field, but now I have a +1 Ments on the field, which might even be better. Unless my opponent has Mamoswine, which is Togekiss, which, it stinks because I'm going to have to sacrifice my Ments by going for a Double Edge. Because I don't have return. I have Double Edge on this thing, but it'll one-shot, which is nice. So we're gonna get rid of the Togekiss. We got rid of 2 Pokemon for 1. Granted, our Terrakion is really low, and Terrakion would have been great against that Togekiss. Unless it was Choice Scarfed, of course, then it's gonna kill my 1 HP. But I'm gonna go ahead, I'm actually gonna go out into my Terrakion, because if my opponent's last Pokemon is Kangaskhan, I wanna know. It is not, it's actually Manectric. So, no Intimidate here. I'm free to go for an EQ. Possibility of this Manectric having Protect is high because it wants to Protect and get its speed boost off. But if it doesn't have Protect, we will be able to definitely win this match, no doubt about it. Oh, there's the Intimidate. That's right. See, it's been so long since I played singles and seen a Manectric that I forgot that Intimidate is actually after the fact. So we're going to get an EQ off, our strongest possible move. And even after the Intimidate, it's a crit! Crit! Definitely didn't matter in terms of the match, maybe in terms of that kill right there, but we had a Mamoswine in the back which can take any of Manectric's moves and put it in its pocket. So we won that one. We're 1 loss, 1 win. How are we going to end up for the end of this episode? I really don't know. All I know is that I'm congested and I sound like Sicky Vicky. I cannot wait until I'm all better. I mean, I'm on the tail end of my sickness, which is why I'm actually able to record for you guys. I'm taking a lot of vitamins now. I have a terrible immune system. You guys know this because I get sick literally like once a month for a week, and it really messes up the channel and the upload schedule. But now I'm on this hardcore regiment of immune boosting stuff, and I'm hoping that I will get better and stay better for a decently long time. I'm actually going away this weekend, but that is for another time to discuss. Gyarados, Heatran, Porygon 2. Oh, goodness. Ferrothorn, Gengar, and Togekiss. Alright. Well, I actually really do want to bring the Ambipom just because it has the knockoff. That's literally the only reason I want to bring it. It has knockoff. Salamence is looking really nice here. Although, Gardevoir looks not nicer. Gardevoir looks terrible. What am I saying? Alright, so I'm going to open up. No. Am I going to open up? I'm going to open up Ambipom. I'm going to bring Meds. I almost think I have to bring Mamoswine too. I'm going to bring Mamoswine. Mamoswine hits the Togekiss. It hits the Heatran. I mean, and it hits pretty hard in general against anything. It does have the Chople Berry, which I think is the right berry that I want. Possibly I should probably change this to the Fighting Berry, because fighting seems to be super prevalent in singles right now in Battle Spot, so perhaps I'll make that change in between episodes. My opponent actually opens up with a Togekiss, which is fine by me. I do think that the T-Wave is very obvious. I'm going to go ahead and go for the Fake Out here, because why not? Now, if my opponent switches out into the Ferrothorn, I'll be upset, but I won't be too upset, because it'll give me information. Not only will it give me information, my Salamence runs Flamethrower, so I can go out into my Salamence. We don't see it though. We just see a Fake Out connect. That does a lot of damage. It does damage enough to where I kind of want to stay in, but I really do predict a Thunder Wave, so I'm going to go on into Mamoswine here to eat up a Thunder Wave, which is exactly why I have the Mamoswine on here. Togekiss seems to be super common on Battle Spot signals now, like ridiculously common. It's actually going to go straight up for an Air Slash, kind of telling me that it's Scarfed, and that does way too much damage. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to double Ice Shard here, because I know a double Ice Shard will kill, seeing that we can live another Air Slash. I'm going to go for double Ice Shard because I don't want to get flinched going for an Icicle Crash and miss my opportunity to kill this thing. But instead, we're going to get high rolled. And because we get high rolled, we have to go back out into Ambipom. So we just lost our Mamoswine. Oh, had I not gone for Ice Shard? Oh my gosh. Woo! Get along, little doggy. Now, there's a chance my opponent will switch out here, and we do see that right now, but all I need to do is set up one D-Dance with Salamence, and I'll be able to outspeed that Togekiss, so I'm not too afraid of it. My opponent actually goes out into the Gyarados, which is a pretty big play IMO. Unfortunately, we see a Rocky Helmet, which is definitely unfortunate. I do think a T-Wave is coming from this thing. I kind of want to knock off and get rid of that helmet before I do anything else. I am going to knock off, get rid of that helmet before I do anything else. I pretty much have to let Gyarados sweep. I'm sorry, I have to let Salamence sweep for this last game. He's going to protect his Scout, so I could have gotten a free switch into my Salamence. But seeing that protect, I definitely know this thing is defensive. A support set, I should say. So let's go for the knockoff here. I guess he was scouting to see if I was running like Shockwave, which I think Ambipom actually learned. He's going to go ahead and switch out into the Togekiss to take a knockoff. Interestingly enough, because we're going to get rid of the Choice Scarf here, and I'm going to be able to outspeed. Is he just baiting the double hit? I can't risk it. I got to go for the double hit. I'm kind of thinking that he's going to go back out into Gyarados, but he doesn't. That would have been crazy plays had he gone back out into Gyarados, got a second Intimidate off, and caused me to hit myself twice with Rocky Helmet. Would have been absolutely ridiculous. We're probably going to be able to see the final Pokemon here, although there's a chance he'll go right out into Mence. I mean, there's a chance he'll go back out into Gyarados. Oh my gosh, names and words and things are just crazy, you know? They're just... Somebody write a book. Somebody write a book. I really think that he is going... Is that the Gyarados? That is not. That is the Ferrothorn. Wow. All right. So I can either stay in a knockoff, get rid of whatever item this bloody thing has, and hopefully not let my... You know what? Yeah, I'm going to do that because I think one of these Pokemon has to have Thunder Wave. I'm calling Thunder Wave on every Pokemon, and I'm just waiting for it. So... I don't even know, just Ferrothorn gets Thunder Wave. I don't know how, but I think he does. There's the Thunder Wave. So we knock off the leftovers, which is huge, because he can't Protect Stall. He's probably got Protect T-Wave. So this guy's a very defensive team, extremely defensive. Now he's probably going to double T-Wave. Unfortunately, there's not much I can do about it. There's really not much I can do about it, because I can't stay in. I really cannot. So we're going to Intimidate this thing. Absolutely useless, in my opinion. Goes for the Leech Seed. Now the question here is, is he going to Protect to get Leech Seed recovery and Scout for the Flamethrower, or is he just going to T-Wave? I have a feeling he's going to Protect to Scout, so I'm going to go for the Dragon Dance here. It's pretty obvious, of course, but both moves seem fairly obvious to me. Then again, I've been out of the game for a little while with Battle Spot Single, so I really don't know what is the obvious play. He is going to Protect, however, so our Dragon Dance is going to take off, and I really think that's going to seal the deal for us, because I'm pretty sure Flamethrower is a one-hit KO from a Mega Salamence onto a Ferrothorn. I would be shocked if it's not. I would be really disappointed if it's not, because then I could have actually gone for the Fire Blast instead on this moveset. But I'm going to go for the Flamethrower here. He could switch out, but he doesn't opt to switch out. I'm guessing Flamethrower is not too common because otherwise... Oh, wow! We get a burn, but that doesn't matter because he's going to T-Wave me right now. And that just changed everything. Oh my goodness. Wow. Well, being Thunder Waves really puts me behind the 8 ball here. Don't get me wrong, part of me really wants to go ahead and... We've seen Leech Seed, Thunder Wave, Protect. He has to go for Protect. I have to go for a Dragon Dance. He has to go for Protect. There's the Protect. We're going to get a D-Dance off. Well, if I don't get fully paralyzed, that is. And I don't, so I get a D-Dance off. I have a chance. I mean, I'll outspeed it on this next turn. Even being paralyzed. With 2 D-Dances, I should outspeed a Ferrothorn. I would be shocked if I don't. And then the Gyarados is going to come in, and it's going to probably end up coming down to Gyarados versus Ambipom. which Ambipom might be able to take it home with a fake out double hit. For disregarding the Rocky Helmet, I think he might. Oh no, man, Ambipom's paralyzed too. Oh my gosh. I'm actually going to go for the double edge predicting the switch. I know that's crazy, but double edge will kill anyway. So I'm going to go for it. Oh, please don't get fully paralyzed. I wanted to see that I made the right play. Yes! 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 That is a dead Gar. It's a crit too! Does the crit matter? I really doubt it. It's a +2 Mega Salamence. Even if you're defensive, oh, it's a +1. And I live on 2. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury. We didn't win yet. Oh my gosh. The question is, how much does paralyze lower your speed? Because does it just have it? No, 25%. All right, so damage calcs. I have to switch out here. I literally have no option but to switch out because he can protect. He can just protect and win the game. So I can't have that. I'm gonna switch out into my. I can't believe I'm actually making the right play right now. Oh my gosh. He's gonna protect, but it fails. Ferrothorn. Your speed is like nothing, right? It's terrible. It's like it's Garbo. Yeah. Okay. So Salamence will still outspeed. So that switch was literally what I needed to do to win the game. I can fake out here and win the game. Actually, well, he can protect. I get fully paralyzed. Never mind. All I had to do was not get fully paralyzed there and the game would be over. Unfortunately, though, this game wants to. This is the game that doesn't want to give. This is the game that does not want to give. I'm really hoping this footage comes out clean because this has been a fantastic way to kick off our season. I know that we did lose that first game, which of course is unfortunate, but you can't win them all. You know, you just can't win them all. I'm going to go ahead and go for the double hit. I know knockoff probably was the. Yeah, maybe not. Double hit's going to come through. And I think that should win us the game right there. It is going to win us the game, so we don't even have to bother going back into Ments, but we did have him for good measure. All we had to do was not get fully paralyzed with Ments on turn 1. Flamethrower would have been able to finish it up. But the monkey hands come through, and we walk away from today's episode of Road to Ranked with 2 wins, 1 loss. I'm fine with that. Our first game, we were sloppy Joe in the beginning, but now we are slipping Jimmy. Better Call Saul reference. No spoilers, though. I'm not going to talk much about it, even though I'm just going to smack my mic. If you guys did enjoy this episode of Road to Ranked, please go ahead and leave a like rating down below. Even more important than that, go ahead and leave a suggestion. And if you don't want to leave a suggestion, scroll through the comments and see one of the other shady people that loves a suggestion. Thumbs up the one that you do like, that you think will get us the most wins this season. Have yourselves a good day, but above all else, keep it shady. I'm gonna go ahead and Icy Wind to slow down that Gengar, and I'm gonna bring in my Heatron.
I don't know. It doesn't make any sense to me for that to happen. That Shark beat Pet coming through, you had me scared for a second. I was like, no.